Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First play, first pass for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Up the gut, Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, 15 yards. And the Bucs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. It's like you have to match everything right here, right now. But I like the way they're being methodical on offense here on their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Brady now on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
43 yards rushing for him now in the goal game.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. First down, here's White. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Brady gives this to White. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Succop's kick is good. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Wentz. This is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Thomas brings it in. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Robinson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, a full half to be played. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On 2nd and 9, Brady, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Be succinct. In a one possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. shotgun now for Brady.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. On play action, Wentz. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Wentz to throw again.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Wentz going to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Wentz will keep it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. We'll see how each side goes about this strategy. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Pulled in at the 24. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And what a big play, because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. He had the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give them some kind of a game-tying attempt, and he got there. Excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just help him snatch away a victory.
A good pickup there at 22.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
One more time with Gibson.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Wentz will keep it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 21-17, 34 seconds to go. They've got to go the full 80 yards, and they've got to do it quick as they come up on 1st down. Now Brady. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they take a knee.
That was an excellent come from behind.